Greetings viewers and subscribers. So in our journey today, we are going to be leaving White House and we are heading back to Savlamar, both in the parish of Westmoreland. We have also slowed down the video for your viewing pleasure. So sit back, relax and drive with me. Now today, we have a number of stories for you. First up, this incident took place yesterday morning, Monday, February 21st, 2022, about some minutes after 7 o'clock. It took place right in the vicinity of Bamboo Land, in Lilliput, in the parish of St. James. Our information is that Jeff Fitzgerald, he's 12 years old and he was a student at Spot Valley High School. He lives in the same Lilliput area, in the parish of St. James. The information reaching us is that Jeff, he was on his way to school and was attempting to cross the road when he was hit down by a Nissan AD wagon motorcar. This motorcar, it was operating as a taxi. Jeff, we are told, he landed several feet from where he was hit on the asphalted road. He received multiple injuries. He was rushed to the Falmouth Hospital where young Jeff, he was pronounced DEAD. No. This must be very sad for the family of Jeff. Can you imagine? After the weekend, you got up early yesterday morning. You wake up your 12-year-old son. Tell him to cool off before him go and take a shower. Meanwhile, you are preparing breakfast for him. Him go bathe, put on his uniform, and then eat his breakfast. You gave him his lunch money, and as he's about to leave, you reminded him, go brush your teeth because you just don't eat. He told you, bye mom or bye dad. And as he's about to leave out of the house, you reminded him, no matter linger after school, ensure that you come back straight home. Can you imagine? About some 5 or 10 minutes later, you got a phone call. The person on the phone saying, a car just lit on your son and him condition don't look good. Can you imagine how this family must be feeling at this time? We'd like to say condolences to the family and friends of young Jeff. May his soul rest in peace. Sad indeed. The next incident, it took place right in the vicinity of Harvey Beach at Coral Gardens, Montego Bay, in the parish of St. James. It took place on Sunday, February 22, about some minutes after 8 p.m. We are learning that a Toyota motorcar being driven by a lady. This Toyota motorcar, it was traveling from Montego Bay to Falmouth direction when a man identified as Mr. Ambrose Service. He is 59 years old and is from Salt Spring in the parish of St. James. It is said that Mr. Service, he walked out into the path of this Toyota motorcar. He received serious injuries and from all indications, Mr. Service, he died on the spot. Another sad story indeed. May Mr. Service soul rest in peace. And condolences to his family and friends. Now, onto the crime scene. In this incident, now we carried a story on Friday, February 11th, 2022. In that story, we told you about an incident that took place at a place named Blair Castle, Dias, in the parish of Hanover. We told you that a guy who is known as Cuban, he was staying at a house at the same Blair Castle in Dias. He was staying at this house with some other guys. It is said that his cellular phone went missing. It is said that he suspected one of the other guys who were staying at the house of stealing his cellular phone. He asked him for the phone, but he didn't get it. So on Wednesday, February 9, 2022, in the early morning, Cuban, who missed his phone, he packed up his clothes and left. But before he left, he told the occupants of the house, a pure shillings a go go on so later. You know what shillings mean? Yeah man, that's what Cuban told them. Or these are the allegations. So, it seemed as if the guys in the house, they didn't take Cuban serious. Otherwise, they wouldn't be staying at the house for that night. Or at least, they would have been prepared for the shellings. Not true? So later in the night, the same night, remember, Cuban left in the morning. It was now nightfall, about some minutes after 12 midnight. The door for the same house, it was kicked off. It is said that Cuban and one or two of his friends entered the house. One of his friends was readily identified. He goes by the name Tuggy or Trash. They entered the house and they were armed with guns. The man who Cuban accused of stealing his phone, he jumped up and ran through a back door. Oh, so maybe he was prepared, not true? So he jumped up and ran through a back door. It is alleged that Cuban and his cronies, they chased this man. They also opened gunfire at him. However, he managed to elude them. Luckily, he was not hit. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on foot. A Toyota Noah, which was parked nearby, we are told that it was damaged by bullets. When the crime scene was processed, our information is that a number of 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. So, the Hanover police, they commenced investigation into this matter, and over the weekend, they picked up one of the men. The man that goes by the name Tuggy or Trash, he was picked up by the police. So on Sunday, February 20, 2022, Trash, he was formally charged. His correct name is Joanne Watson. He's 20 years old. He was charged for the offenses of shooting with intent and illegal possession of firearm. So, Joanne Watson, popularly known as Trash or Tuggy, he will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. Now, you have got to listen to this incident. It took place on Sunday, February 20, 2022, about 2 p.m. It took place at a place named Tyre District. Now, Tyre District is in the Warsaw Police area in the parish of Trelawney. So here is what we are learning in this case. A man named Mr. Clive Clarke. He's popularly known as Kettie. Yeah man, Kettie. He is 50 years old and he lived at New Hope District in the parish of Trelawney. Now, New Hope District is very near to Tyre District. So, Kettie, he got information that he was being accused of stealing some baby chicks. Baby chicks, yeah man, baby chicken. So he was being accused of stealing some baby chicks from a fowl coop. He was being accused by his nephews, one of his sister's sons. So on Sunday, February 20, 2022, about 1 p.m. or thereabout, Kettie, he went to the nearby Tyre District, where one of his sisters and her 2 sons, that's his nephews, are living. He confronted them about the allegations, and we are told that a big argument started. Now, one of Kettie's nephews, he's called Dutty Foot. He's 25 years old and he's said to be a mason. The other one, he's called Sam. Sam, he's 18 years old and he's a security guard. So there was a big argument. Our information is that the Warsaw police, they were called and informed about this argument. So the police, they went to the home. When they went to the home where the argument was taking place, they saw and spoke to Sam and his brother, Dutty Foot. They also spoke to their mother. We are told that Kettie, he was not seen. The police were informed that he left to his home, which is nearby at New Hope District. So the police, they warned both brothers and told them to keep the peace. The police then left to the direction of New Hope District to see if they could find and speak with Kettie. They also wanted to warn him to keep the peace. On their way to New Hope District, the police were again called and told to go back to the location they were just leaving. When the police returned, they saw Clive Clarke, otherwise called Kettie. He was lying in the yard with a wound to his head. He was unconscious. He was rushed to the nearby Percy Junior Hospital. But during treatment, Kettie, he died. It is believed that Kettie, he was hitting his head with a piece of board by at least one of the brothers. Yeah man, one of his nephews. Now, both brothers were taken into police custody and they are being questioned by the police. You see how Kettie give away his 3 points? You see how easy Kettie left him yard and come at his nephew's yard. Come give away in 3 points? Just like that? Now let me ask you something. Do you think anything is gonna come out of this? Do you think any of these brothers, even if they are charged, will ever be convicted in a court of law? Why may I tell you? Just like that. Just like that. Now, have you hit on the like button as yet? I know. The stories are interesting and you are the ones who keep telling me to remind you to hit on the like button. So, take a pause. Yeah man, take a pause and just hit on the like button. Drop your comment in the comment section. That's what helps the channel to grow. And we are growing. Yeah man, we are growing. So make we grow further. Not true? Yeah man, make we grow as far as we can grow. Make some people head at them. Make some people come over here and say, no sir, this channel not get taken down yet. Hit on the like button. Tell a friend to subscribe to this channel. Because over here, we give you credible information. We give you up-to-date information. We don't come here, come slander nobody, or libel nobody. Not everything we say, not all of our opinions you're gonna agree with. But you must admit, I am speaking my truth. Whenever I give an opinion, I am speaking my truth. I'm in a business who want bex, You must know by now that when me come and me talk, we don't really care who want to take offense to it. We not tell no lie for nobody, and we not try libel nobody. We just come and tell you as it is. We're giving you the news. We climb hills and valleys to get the information and bring it to you. And we are human. We are gonna make mistakes. We don't set out to make none, But if and when we find out that we make any mistake, we are gonna come back right here and we are gonna point out our mistakes to you and we are gonna correct it. So hit on the subscribe button. As also hit on the notification bell, then click all. So that whenever we upload a new video, you will be notified. Now in the final story for today. This one took place early yesterday morning. Monday, February 21, 2022, about 2:30 in the early morning. It took place at Strathbogie. Now Strathbogie is in the Savlamar police area in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, we are learning that in the wee hours of the morning, some residents of Strathbogie, they heard a man crying out for help, murder. As a result, they went and made checks. When they went and made checks, they saw a man lying on his back. The man was bleeding. As a result, the residents, they informed the police. When the police reached on the scene, they saw a man. Now this man, he was later identified as Mr. Verol McGrowder. He was popularly known as Malta. Now Malta, he was 65 years old. He was an electrician and he lived at a nearby district named Chantilly Gardens District in the same Savlamar police area in the parish of Westmoreland. When the police went and made checks, Malta, he was found completely nude. No shirt, no underwear, no pants, nothing at all. Completely nude. He was found lying on his back. Malta was found with stab wounds all over his body. Malta, he was found lying in front of a Toyota Camry motor car. He was found about 35 feet away from the roadway. The Camry that Malta was found lying in front of, it also had bloodstains to the right side. A black Mongoose bicycle, suspected to be Malta's bicycle. It was also found on the roadway. So, the question is, who is it that killed Malta and why? We are learning that Malta, he went into the area to meet up with a female. We are, however, not sure whether or not he met with this female or not. But we are doing some digging. We are getting some information. We are going to sift through them. And as soon as we can confirm certain things, we'll be coming back to you. Stand by for that. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Quicksilver say, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica.